Hello, my name is Luke and I work for Expect Best. Here's a quick look at a demo we've created for a client who wanted a home care scheduling system. What you are seeing is a working example of the main things they wished for. One thing to be clear about from the start, this is purely administration. It handles the rota, the visits, and the records of what was done. Doesn't make any clinical decisions and isn't a medical record. It opens onto this rota board, and as you can see, under this week is all staff and the visits they're going to. Under this week, the carers run down the side, and the visits go across the day. You can drag a visit to move it to another carer or another time. The number between two visits is what matters. That's the drive from one house to the next. We're looking at Dawn Cutler's Row from this morning. 3 calls in Hamworthy, and she's due in Upton at 20 to 10. 5 minutes after finishing the one before. It's a 20-minute drive. There's nothing wrong with that rota, nothing overlaps. Every visit has its slots, and she still can't get there in time. Thomas is already in Upton, and he's free. So I'll drag it across to him, and the warning goes. There's a mix of visits on here too, from morning calls first thing to a double up, where 2 carriers go in together. This is the carer view, which will be on the carer's phone when they are on their rounds. They check in when they arrive, work through the tasks they were agreed upon for that visit, and tick them off as they go. Where there's medicine on the person's existing chart, they record whether it was given, prompted, refused, or missed. There's a log of what happened. There's a log of what happened against the chart that already exists somewhere else. Nothing here decides what people should be taking. Then they check out when they are about to leave. And that's the bit our client wished for the most. The office used to find out a visit what happened on paperwork when they came in at the end of the week. Now it's the moment the carer checks in. There is also a family view we added as well, where relatives can log in and see what visits happen at what time and they can also agree on the tasks that were done. That's all it shows. It's used to show everything recorded on the visit, and a client asked us to cut it right back to this, which was the right call to make. Now, if we go to the evidence and invoicing, everything has been recorded, ends up here. Who went, when they arrived and left, and which of the agreed tasks were done, ready to export whenever someone else needs it. And invoicing runs off the times that were actually recorded rather than the times that were planned. So nobody's working areas are based on a paper timesheet. They also wish for a statistics page which shows late or missing calls. It's 92% on time over the last week, with 9 lates and 1 missed. And Hamworthy comes out worst, which is the round we were just looking at. That is very handy for picking up the phone before a family has to. Settings area is also included, where a client can add and remove a carer or a client, change which rounds somebody should be on, and set which tasks appear on each visit, all without having to ring us. We also made this to work completely on the browser, so laptops, tablets, and phones can be used, and it updates the moment something changes. The main reason was to make this easier for the families and the carers. For the families, it's knowing a visit has happened without having to ring the office, and for the carers, it's not having to write the day up again when they get home. Systems like this can scale to whatever level of detail you wish it to be, from something a lot simpler than this to a more bespoke build than this. If this is something you would like to use for your business, please click request a quote and we'll get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you so much for watching.